What is your take on where you see this team going and what they are capable of
They're
doing,
not capable
Charles?
of anything. They're a finesse team. They shoot 2-minute jumpers.
Do you think they should be better, though?
They should be better. They should. But you've noticed, Kenny, they're outside-inside team. You look at Ernie talk about how many points they have in the paint. I bet that's probably their season high of points in the paint.
Yeah, they average 42 in the paint,
but see,
and they score 66 tonight.
And so I didn't even know that set. I just said that's probably what their season high. They're a jump shooting team, and that's why you see they go on stretches. They'll win a bunch of games, lose a bunch of games, because no matter how great a shooter you are, you're always going to be hit and miss. They don't do a good enough job of getting the ball down low to the big guys. And then their bench is a little suspect. They're fun to watch, but they're a regular season team, and that's going to come back to bite them because, man, you know, I heard Reggie and Steve, there's going to be some good teams out there in the West that don't make the playoffs.
And so, yeah, and some good matchups.
Yeah.
Even in the first round when you look out there.
But you got to, the only team you got to avoid is Oklahoma City. And like I say, that's if they get Westbrook back, because they're the clear-cut favorite to me, to be honest with you, in the West. Wow. And like I say, I think when Chris Paul comes back, I think the Clippers will be the second-best team. The injury bug to me is the San Antonio, the injury. They don't get Kawhi Leonard and all those other guys back. But Oklahoma City is the best team, in my opinion, by far.
And obviously, I mean, I hear what you're saying about the outside and the Splash Brothers kind of being the focal point, but when the Golden Gate Boys start playing like that.
They don't do it, though.
I know well tonight, 36 points and 28 rebounds.
But Ernie, think about what you just said. This was their season high by 20 points in the paint.
Or tied their season high. This was 20-something above their average, yes.
But that tells you if they're only getting 40 most nights, they're not doing a good job of getting the ball inside. They're relying too much on the jumpers.
You know, when your main two guys are fabulous jump shooters, you will be a jump shooting team. And you got guys coming off the bench that are a jump shooting team. If the Golden Gate Boys can get touches and play like they play tonight, they will be a dangerous team. But unfortunately, like Chuck said, and I agree with Chuck, they rely way too much on the jumpers right now.
Well, I think the inconsistency also just comes from mental droughts. I think that they can give you problems in 10 days, though. And, you know, that's all a series is. So, you know, you can get hot for 10 days. You could beat teams 4 out of 7 times in 10 days if you shoot the ball the way they're capable of shooting it. So I don't know, Chuck, though, if there's a clear-cut favorite. I think Oklahoma City is playing their best basketball right now.
They're not playing their best basketball.
I think they're playing the best basketball in the West right now. But we still have at least, you know, almost half the season, quarter of the season easily left. And, you know, I don't know if San Antonio, Portland, or the Clippers have shown their best basketball yet. And
well, listen, Oklahoma City, they're playing with house money. To have the best record in the NBA without Westbrook for this extent. I mean, he missed a couple of games at the start of the season. He's missing a bunch of games now. When he comes back healthy, they pretty much going to have the West wrapped up the way things look. And that's why I'm saying they're not playing their best. You don't lose an all-star point guard because Westbrook is a flat-out stud. If he can get healthy, Kevin Durant, to me, he's obviously always been the second-best player in the NBA. I actually think the same thing about that I'm saying about Blake Griffin. He's being more aggressive. He's still got to be even more aggressive. He's got to impose his will on those power forwards down low. I actually think the Westbrook injury has forced Durant to be more aggressive because he's too unselfish. You know, I look at Magic Johnson. He's the only other great superstar who was like, LeBron's like that also. They'd rather get 7 assists than get 35 points. And Durant, with Westbrook out, has been more aggressive. I think this will help him in the long run because I think sometimes, because he defers too much to Russell Westbrook.